Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is celebrate your fitness accomplishments. It's Sunday afternoon, kind of mid-afternoon. I'm just driving away from the gym where I go to. And I just had a great workout, and that's why I wanted to talk to you about it. Because I made a personal record in the standing overhead press, and I made a very major accomplishment in the squat too. So in the press, I did 3 repetitions with 175 pounds. So it beat my record the last time I did it for 170 pounds. 170 pounds lifting over your head is a lot. It's a lot. It's very difficult, but man, if you can start to work on that pressing movement, you're really going to feel strong. You'll look it, you'll feel it. It's very good for you, and you want to try to master the movement though, and go to the Starting Strength website and learn how to do it properly so you don't hurt yourself. The shoulders are, they're a smaller muscle group. There's all kinds of stuff going around. So up there, so you may have done all kinds of damage to yourself over the years, and this movement becomes very difficult. So learn how to do it. But I'm very happy to have made this 175 pounds, because I did 170 last time. So it's just kind of creeping up. And I do 3 repetitions, kind of based on some of the research I've been doing for older lifting. And sometimes you got to decrease those reps. Usually, that type of a lift you'd be trying for 5. If you're a younger man, middle-aged man, you'd be trying for 5. That'll probably be even better than 3. Unless you do 3 and the next time you do 4, next time you do 5, that type of thing. And I've got still this kind of lingering elbow problem, so doing higher repetitions and multiple sets of upper body work, it's really not in the cards for me. I can do that one heavy set, and you'll probably say something like, why don't you just drop back in the weight and do more sets? Well, I've tried that, and that makes my elbow feel even 10 times worse. So I think I'm going to go with the one heavy set. For one thing, that keeps your workout shorter. And another thing, since it's a little bit shorter, you can psych yourself up for that big set, and you don't have to dread so much going to your workouts when you got all these multi-sets across. And I'm 56 years old. I'm not going to be competing or whatever, right? I just want to be extremely strong. That's what I want. So yeah, that was a great lift for me today. I appreciate you guys listening. I also did a squat, 5 reps, 315 pounds. 315 on the squat. That's a pretty good squat. These are full reps, full range, down a little bit below parallel, a starting strength style, full reps, full range. In 5, I guess I'm not against doing 3s on the squat. It's just I have been feeling, my legs and my hips have been feeling good, so I wanted to try to work up to 5. And then as my weights creep up on the squat, I might drop down to 3. I've seen no evidence that you should train in 1 reps unless you're trying to just set a personal, unless you're competing. I'm not in any powerlifting meets. I'm just doing it for the pure fun and for it's good for me. So I'm trying for 3 to 5 on this. And 315, last year in 2020, with the pandemic and all of that, I don't think I made it up over, I wasn't in the 300s at all last year. So I'm very happy to get back in the 300s. Because I have been, in my later years like this, in the 300s. I think the best I did was 335 for maybe 3, and that was a couple of years ago. So, yeah, I'm kind of have the low 300s, mid 300s in my sight for the squat. So, yeah, I'm choosing to celebrate these accomplishments, sharing it with you, and I would suggest you celebrate your accomplishments too. I write all these lifts in my, in addition to my workout journal that I, have with me every time I work out, I make a note in my success journal where I'm at with some of these major lifts and celebrate it and, brag about it from here and there, right? Now, I know some of you guys are probably so strong that 315 on the squat isn't that big of a deal, but, I'm in my 50s, and I feel really, really good about doing the squat, the full range, and it's hard for me to believe that I would not be considered strong and vigorous if you can squat 315 for 5 reps below parallel. So if I were you, I would celebrate your accomplishments, make note of them, mention it to people, talk about it. It's possible. It's possible to lift that much weight. You can do it. You can set personal records, at your age, and even if you have to take a long layoff, like I did. I took a tremendously long layoff when I was married and raising children. I didn't lift at all and looked it, right? Flabby, weak, pale, old before my time. Lifting has reversed all that for me. Lifting has made me strong and vigorous, and I think much better looking than I used to be when I was married. Men look better when they lift. They just do. And now, since I've taken the time to study how to craft these lifts, how to best do them, to try to avoid injury and try to stay fresh and not be so willing to hurt myself and so willing to get so sick and overtrained, things are coming together much better. So I'm hoping for a very good 2021 where my lifts continue to creep up. I continue to remain strong. I'm trying to get my body weight down a little bit more, but while I maintain my strength. So that's all for now. Give that idea some thought. All for now.